Hello guys, is there anybody here to talk to me by video? It's Fabio from Brazil, and now I'm just in bed but without sleeping. Mm, there is nobody here. I just want to talk to somebody here, but nobody's watching, nobody's joining. No problem. I've been in bed all day because of a cold, but I'm lifting myself up. Okay, let's go, everybody. Let's talk, let's watching, let's change, and let's share the knowledge. Let's share the knowledge about English language. I don't know. Two minutes and 10 seconds, and nobody's watching. But there's no problem. I will make an invitation to everybody here. Yes. I'm just sending an invitation to so many people here. Yeah. Today I want to talk about personal difficulty which I have about English, and I have studied about it. I have studied about it so many times, but not succeed. Actually, it's a subject. It's an English subject which I don't understand perfectly. I know just a little, just a bit about, and I want to learn it for good. I want to learn it for good, and I need your help, guys. Yes. Soon as somebody got here, I'm gonna ask you. Who is watching? Who's watching? You have seen the TV, my small TV on the wall, and the roof of my room. Who's watching now? Hey guys, let's go. Let's go for. Hey, hello. Whoa.
Hi, good morning. Good morning, Fabio.
Good morning,
Good
my
morning,
friend.
Fabio.
How you
Pipat,
doing?
yeah, Pipat from Thailand, Bangkok,
Yes, Bangkok. It's a
Bang,
great city.
Bangkok, Thailand. Yes. Yeah. Yesterday I saw your short Facebook live mentioned about your trip with the family when you was on vacation and you are gonna leave for your hometown. Yeah, that is what you
Yes.
mentioned in your Facebook live. Uh, And I create many video clips about the last time when you talk with teacher team. First time you chat
Yes.
with teacher team. Yeah, it is a very powerful verse when you mention about your own story as a small seller in a commercial ship. And then
Yes.
you share about your job promotion because you can express yourself in English. And finally,
Yes.
you conclude that English is something change your life forever. That is a very
Yes.
powerful and inspire to many individuals who was watching at that times. So I would like to
Yes.
say thank you for your sharing your thoughts to many peoples in the world.
Oh,
And
you're welcome.
I
Thank
also
you.
love I, I also love about your dream villa because you looking for the higher position as an engineer.
Yes. Yes.
Everything you share
That's
that time, yeah, and
my dream to be being being on board the ship as a chief engineer. That's one of my
yeah.
biggest dreams.
Uh-huh. And on the day, even you share only short times with teacher teams, but I can listen deeply, and I know many about your way of life, your way of thinking, and you talk about the responsibilities. This
Yeah.
you cannot leave your hometown because you have your own responsibility. It's a family. You're supposed to manage your family, stay with your wife that is still young, with still young, and with your small daughters.
Yes. Yes. Actually, it's a very great feeling inside of us when you are a dad and when you are a father. When you are
Yeah,
a
yeah,
leader of your family and you have this such as it's a great feeling when you have to take care of your family and when you have to take care of your daughter and your wife, and
exactly.
that's what I was talking about. And I have this dream to leave and to travel to the other country all over the
Yeah,
world, but I also have my family. I also have to take care of my family, and because of it,
yeah,
I cannot travel for. But I would do it.
yeah. As a
My future, I
as
would do it. And English, as I told you, English is a tool which will help me to get there, to reach my dream.
mm, mm. Yeah, exactly. May I ask you about your educational background before coming to Seoul?
Yes, it's not a. Uh,
Your study. It's about the
it
engineering. It's
wasn't.
about something because you like to extend your dreams in engineering. That is might be your background. Supposed to be a technical man or something, mechanical or what?
Yes, yes. Oh, exactly what you said. Because the education about the maritime education in my city is Uh, it wasn't a long. It was not a long time, but uh, I should make an in maritime course for 6 months, and after that, you should work for more 4 years, and you will get, and step by
Higher.
step you will get the graduation,
Yep.
and yes, you should. You have to study about engineering, you have to study about engine and about communication as
Mechanical.
well, mechanical stops.
Okay. Okay. Because life lifetimes learning is connected. Learning need
Mm.
lifetime. It is lifetime process, and there is a unstoppable journeys of the
Yeah.
learning in the knowledge based society. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you an engineer?
One. Sorry.
Are you an engineer?
Exactly. I am civil engineer. I
Right.
have a long time experience, not about the mechanic, but home construction, building construction. I'm civil engineer.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow.
Uh, yeah. What is interesting, I would like to ask you today, because last time you mentioned about your inspiration, and you are aware of importance of English, and finally it's give you a great chance for your career promotion. And what is I would like to hear from you, because you mentioned about the time when you start studying English. It's just only a few years, just 2 years when you start learning English. Like you said in last Facebook Live, it is not so long, few years, just few years, but your English speaking is pretty good. And how
Oh,
is
thank you very much.
how is your technique to improving your English speaking in very short terms, just only 2 years, let's say. So I would like you to
Oh
share
yeah,
to
it
the
was like,
others.
yeah, it's a great. Yes, it was like a good effort, you know, because of my work. I yet was a sailor. I was already a sailor when I started my English journey, and but I hadn't this opportunity to encounter another people come from all over the world. And when I saw
Yeah, exactly.
the my manager, when I saw my manager of from my company talking to the other
Yeah.
captain from the ship in English, and it was the very first time that I saw it, that I saw that conversation, and I fell in love by English. And in my mind, I thought in my mind, I have to speak English. I have to do it. That's my my how can I say this? That's my focus. Uh,
Uh-huh.
and from that on, I decided to learn English, and I was always thinking about that's gonna be my journey. That's gonna be something which I'm going to do for a long time in my life. And my technique is just like because I asked to this friend of mine, how to learn English, and he said you should listen to more than speak in your very first beginning, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I get the verb to be, and I studied verb to be for a long time, just to know
Yeah.
the
Okay.
construction of the language, you know. And after that,
Mm.
I I got videos on YouTube, videos with lyrics, right? English lyrics,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
I
Lyrics,
listen
yeah.
it. Yes, I listen it more
Lyric,
than
lyrics, yeah.
I listen it more than speak. So my basically my technique is just listen to more than speak. For example, if I study 4 or 5 hours per days, I will listen to 3 hours and speak to.
Mm-hmm. How
And
how how long you listening English a day? Because last time you mentioned about the 20 minutes a day. I remember.
yes, I'm always trying to do something in English every single day. Uh,
Yeah, every
Even though
single
it's
day.
going to be just 1 hour or 20 minutes, I have to do something every day because
Uh,
that action will make English being into my mind and not disconnecting my mind of English. And
yeah.
I used to work very hard when I have a free time, when I have a week free of work. I usually do it. I usually work
Mm,
and study English for about
mm,
18 hours, 15 hours.
mm-hmm,
And
mm,
I really want to learn English. I really want to speak like a fluent in English, perhaps one day.
mm-hmm. Okay. Yes, thank you very much, and I can grasp many keywords from what you are telling your story because my understanding because you are crazy on learning English because you said your desire for learning English, and the keyword is you just said you fell in love. You
Yes.
fell in love. That is most important because if the people love to do something, they have the passion, strong passion,
Yeah.
and move on unstoppably, unstoppably. Yeah, and then it's a fall in love is a big word. Regarding to teacher Tim, when he mentioned it is very important. It's a love. It is a permission based. It is you open your minded. That is what I
Yes.
understand. It's very big inspiration to people who are watching us sharing our thoughts. And the second thing, uh, because you are in there something is in the situation is speaking English environment in the chip, and you're
Yes.
supposed to master to use English in every single days in the ship on board, and that is a big something force you to do that. Yeah,
Yes.
and yes, and and about the how to and technique to get better in English very fast. You make use of the many technology, YouTube,
Yeah.
and you listen to many medias with lyrics, with subtitles, and every type of the medias that have a lot about yourself, the self learning actually, and
Yeah.
that's you gain benefit. You gain a lot benefit as you mentioned last time, because in your ship there are thousands of accent in there. It
Yes.
is English, but a different accent because of people from India, from China, from the many countries. That is your
Yeah.
advantage, because
That's what happened.
you have the good chance to listen English in many accent. That is
Many
the
different
real world,
accents.
because you cannot expect to talk with someone who are just only a native speaker. But in your world, you're supposed to talk with the people of all nations with a different accent.
Yes. It's a very good opportunity. For me, it's a challenge. I have so many
Yeah,
histories about that because
yeah,
when we are attending the ship, uh, we can encounter so many people, as you said,
come from different nations, come from different places all over the world. And the challenge is to understand different accents, like Chinese people, Indian people, and Russian people, and that is a very good challenge for me. And also, it's a very pleasure
Yeah,
because
exactly. Mm,
when I was on board uh, thr- a year ago, yes, I met a friend of mine from Poland, which I have a contact
Poland.
until now by Facebook, and
Mm, mm,
his accent is very different, and
mm,
I had some problem because I wasn't speak I wasn't speaking and understanding English very much good, and but he teaches me. He told me so many things of how to understand properly, of how to speak properly, and was a very, very good uh, time for me. Yes. And as you
yeah,
said, is
yeah.
also a challenge and also is very, very good to know and listen to different accents. It's very good.
Hmm. 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 Okay, that's great things you share with me, and I would like to ask another question as your experience in the society. Let's say the ship that people talk in different accents from Poland, Russian, Indian, and everywhere. How do you
Yes.
think if you like to speak English as a second language? How do you think about the accent? How important it is when you speak English?
Yes, it's not too much important, but it's a little bit important as well sometimes because you are speaking a second language, but you also should be carefully, right? And sometimes in some expression because it's not only you have to understand, but also you have to make other people understand you, right?
Yeah.
And I know it in my point of view, that point is important, accent,
Hmm.
because of
Hmm.
understanding the language, understanding the English. But it's not too much
Mm,
important. I saw and I know so many people, some Brazilian people who wants to speak English like in a different way. I don't know how can I explain it for you, but it's different. Uh, people, some Brazilian people here from my city are always want to speak English like a native speaker, like a perfectly accent,
mm,
and it's I don't know it's if it's right or not, it's wrong, but in my point of view,
okay.
we should speak English like comfortable. We should be comfortable. We should be relaxed. At the same time, we should be fair in love about language. We should be
Mm,
carefully, but at the same time, we should be relaxed.
mhm. Okay, exactly what you just share and response to my question is fact. I agree
Yes.
totally with you because English or other languages, for in my opinion, it's just a tool. It's just a tool
Yes.
for
It's
communicating
just a
with the
tool.
people. So my point of view, English is just an a communicative language, make understanding with the people. So that is the first priority. Accent, for me, it is a second or third priority. So the most important thing you just mentioned, when you talk with the people, you have to be careful. Even you
Yes.
talk with the people in your own language, Brazilians, sometimes when you make people happy, or not comfortable. That because of the it's not because of language, but because of the content and the something you like to talk. You sometimes you make people angry and not feel uncomfortable because of
Yes, exactly.
the story is not because of the language. So when you step to another language, as long as you can make understand with someone, that is all. But the most important, when you study any new language, you're supposed to understand, not just only tense, not just only a grammar, but you're supposed to understand their culture, their tradition, their way
True.
of life. Hi, hello.
Hi,
Hello, this is
hello.
my wife.
Yeah, yeah.
Good
I
morning.
saw her first time. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
she
My
loved
name
to
is
study.
Fabio.
Yeah, I remember you, and I remember last time you said you love learning France. Really?
Yeah, right. Just a minute.
She doesn't like she doesn't like to learn English, but French language. What she loves.
Yeah, she doesn't like English, but she loves French. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
and she speaks a little bit French.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. Last time the
So you are
all
new
of
here.
you. Sorry.
What time is in your country right now?
Uh, Now this 10 o'clock I think. Yeah, it's around 10 o'clock in the morning. 10 o'clock in the morning.
10
Let me
o'clock.
see a clock
Oh, no.
to make it sure. Sorry. 11:30. 11:30.
11:30. Yeah. Here
Yeah.
is one. Here is we are passing at midnight.
Wow. You're supposed to go to bed,
Yes.
Fabio. I disturbing
Yes,
your time. And
actually I'm in bed right now.
yeah. And when you will start your work after vacation.
Yes. Actually I'm on vacation yet. Until
Really?
I have only 7 days right now. And after that
Uh-huh.
I'm going to return from
Uh-huh.
the
Uh-huh.
river. I'm sorry. Yes, I have
Okay,
a
may I
question
ask the
also.
last? Yeah. Please tell me. Let me know.
It's just the first let me say hello and good morning to Anong and
Yeah, I
Sunata,
know. Sunanta.
Sunata and
Yeah.
Askai, Ink 7. Good morning to everybody here.
In seven.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the question is about English grammar, because there are two subjects. We have gerundio, right? And
English drama. Yeah.
and we have I cannot understand how can I use or how I can use or even when I should use ing like be, being, stop, stopping, because there are two meanings for this word, right? It's like
Mm-hmm.
in a phase, stop doing that, right? Stop
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And let me show you another example. Uh, we are having fun or being sailor on the ship. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
how can I use it properly because sometimes in my language it doesn't it doesn't it doesn't make sense for us. And
Okay.
uh, I'll try to write it down.
Okay, I think I get your point. I get your point. It's something about tense and grammar. Sometimes
Yeah.
you're supposed to know how to use it properly in the right time. Actually, when you mention about the verb with the ing, like
Yeah.
doing, shopping, yeah, and as you mentioned, is stop doing that. Stop doing
Yes.
that, and why stop doing? Yeah, okay. It is feel free. I feel free to explain you because I'm not a teacher. I'm not an English teacher, and my understanding is because of the when you put ing to any verb, it show about the present time. The present time. That's you are doing that at that times. You are doing it.
Yes.
It's about tense, and why stop doing? Uh, I have no idea actually, but it is tense is a grammar. There are. I will send you letters about a group of verbs supposed to follow by ing. We verb ing is a so-called gerund. G-U-R-A-N-D. And what is a gerund? Gerund uh, is quite similar to noun. To noun. Let's say okay. Let me think. Okay, a while ago you say okay.
It's difficult to me.
Uh, Actually, it's difficult yeah, in terms of the grammar. But if you use it more and more in different situations, you feel more and more comfortable to use it because sometimes the language has their own development with some reason. But
Yeah.
this is like a grammar, like a movement and moving. When you movement and moving. Movement is exactly is a noun. It shows something about when the things move from place to place, moving, movement. And when you come to movement and moving actually is quite similar, but it shows something that you are doing something right then. You are moving.
Yeah.
You are moving. Yeah,
Yes.
that is a slightly difference. Maybe I cannot explain you clearly, but what is my suggestion? You will feel more and more the understanding of this group of words whenever you use it in your real times, and you can connect how people use like this with the situation, and you can feel it. When you can feel it, you feel confident to use it at the same
Yes.
situation. Yeah.
Yes. The question
Uh,
is about it's just because there are the different meaning of the word of a using word. Like I know ing, you should use ing in a verb when you are in movement, when you are doing something. Like now I'm talking to you, right?
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But also there are some phases, there are some expression where you can find ing, but doesn't mean that you are doing something, you are in movement, or you are doing something. Like the example that I said to you before was stop doing that. We have a
Yeah.
verb stop, right? But after
It is
that,
grammar. It is grammar because stop, uh, love. You love doing something. You love doing something. And
yeah,
why don't we use I love do it? We have to say I love doing it.
Yes,
I
that's what I
love
mean.
I love doing it because doing is a noun actually. It is because the words are follow love, follow stop, supposed to be a noun, and
Yeah,
we turn we turn do verb to noun, put
yes,
ing. Yeah. So
yes,
this doing is noun, do is verb. That is a grammar. And the point is the meaning of doing is now that the follow word stop. Stop doing. You cannot say stop do because do
yes,
is verb and stop also verb and a verb cannot put together.
yes,
So stop doing that, stop moving, stop your doing, and it's a noun. Better to ask Tim because as American teacher, he could explain you more about this topic. Next time when you have the chance to talk with Tim on Facebook Live, raise this question,
yeah,
and so
yes.
I can learn as well from your question.
It's a little bit fun because you know I can speak, I can use this grammar, I can use it in my daily communication, but sometimes I
Yeah.
got stuck because I cannot understand, and
Uh,
mostly when I'm reading something, and I'm reading something and I find it in a paper I cannot understand, and but I can use it in a given conversation. I can say it, I can understand when somebody says, but sometimes I got stuck. Actually,
me too. Me too.
it's come up. It's come up with experience and experience and experience and over again.
Yeah, it's lifelong learning. And I can guess your English, and why I say your English is pretty good because I can guess by some words you use. A while ago, you said the come up with, right?
Yes,
Come up
right.
with is expression. Is expression. Usually, people who learn English from reading, they don't know these idioms. Come up with. They always use introduce, for instance.
Yes,
So
understand.
when you when you talk come up with, I can assume your English background is pretty good because you show some words that people don't know about this in their conversation. And if you are the people who learn English from reading, you never
Yeah,
use the come up with, but you use introduce, suggest, express your idea instead of the come up with.
yes,
Your English is okay because it is very natural way when you speak, and I feel comfortable when I talk with you. Because some people they talk, they use a very difficult words I can understand, and it is a
yes,
problem. And to answer your questions, how to improve more and more the English competency in four skills: listening, speaking, writing, and reading. Yeah,
yes,
unstoppable, keep unstoppable practicing. Read more, listen more, share more in any language you are interested. That is only way to improve your confidence in using languages in your life.
yes.
And
That's a problem
you
also
have
for me
very
when
good
people are
chance to
talking.
talk. Yeah,
I said it's a
lifelong
problem for
learning.
me also.
That's the only way. Yeah,
When people are talking to me and trying to use difficult words, difficult expression, and I don't know why people say
yeah.
that, but there
That
there are easier way of expression. There are good and cool ways of talking to the other person in English. And I'm not saying that it's wrong, no, right? People are studying to learn and to use different and hard and difficult expression. Yeah, that's not wrong, but I'm trying to be naturally speak English, and that's why I'm learning, and that's where I want to get in the natural English level.
Yes. Mhm, mhm,
That's good.
mhm. Yeah, uh, that's correct. It's, because when you talk to people in any language and you cannot pronounce properly, you cannot use the any word sometimes. You cannot judge right and wrong, but
Yes,
suitable and appropriate words. Some words you cannot talk with someone who is older than you.
yes,
It's not polite. Some words you can use only among your friends. Some words you cannot use in your family, because it is
yes,
something about the culture, about the time that is higher than the about what you are so serious about. The grammar and tense is about the traditional belief of the people. This all importance whenever you talk with the people. It is combination of all things to speak out in a proper way.
right. Let me ask you something about your job. How
Okay,
uh,
welcome.
how is the environment of your job? I mean, as an engineer, I think you have so many uh, can I say competition and responsibility of the work, and how you think about that?
Mm. Mhm, mhm. Yeah, thank you. This is good question. Um, I graduated in engineering department a long time ago, 30 years ago. And when you're talking about engineering, there are so many branches to do. Sometimes you are a designer. Yeah, sometimes you work in a factory. Um, there are different responsibility for engineer. But I myself, what I work for 30 years of my life is not really engineer in terms of the technical, but I work as manager, construction management. I just
Yes,
shared this idea with the teams. I just shared this idea with the teams a couple of days ago about the how importance of English and my job, construction management. And then
management.
uh, what what I would like to share. Surely, when you talk about the responsibility, it is happens
Yeah,
in every area, in every career. Engineering exactly the same. It doesn't matter what type of responsibilities you are doing. But the most important thing is the communication in my point of view, because when you work, as you work on board, on a ship, I work in my job site. The most important thing
yeah,
how to make the best understanding among the people around you. So that is most important. That is about the communication. You're supposed to have the people oriented, talk to people of different ages, different levels of their knowledge, and many things.
yes,
And that is what happened in the real world. You have to stay with the people, share there's something special with the people. Sometimes it's casual, yeah, and sometimes official, formal. So you're supposed to
yeah,
stay with the people. And my job, construction management, I supposed to achieve my project. Suppose, for examples, I supposed to be in charge of the construction of the one building, and have to think about the three components. The first, I have to achieve it in terms of the quality. You have to get the very good piece of your job. You have to have the very beautiful building. Everything is in a specification. That is quality. And the second thing, you're supposed to control budget, control money to
Yes.
not exceed your approve a budget. That's the control. And the last important things, you have to control the time of the construction. Because if they say the 1 year you're supposed to finish, you have to put to complete this project. You're supposed to control
Yeah.
it.
It's
Yeah,
very important.
that is my job of construction management in general. That the how to, that is a bigger question, because you cannot move your project to the end only by yourself. You have to work with the hundreds of people, hundreds of the discipline. So you're supposed to be a middleman to control and to coordinate with the people. That is art. It's not just only science. You need many talent to dealing with the people, and that is my job. And then is about another question when you said is very highly competitive in the construction. So if so, how to be someone who becomes successful in your job of a highly competitive. You're supposed
Yes.
to plan your job. You're supposed to be good, a good responsibilities, and you have to keep very close eye to what you are doing, and to make sure. And if you can control these factors, time, quality, and budget, that means you success. If you are success,
Right.
everybody know who you are, and you get the chance for the next projects. That means
Yes.
you become successful. Although hardworking and be
Yes.
monitoring everything happens.
Yeah, it's a hard work. And
Yes,
but do you work for
hardworking,
different
and
areas
then
of your work?
sorry.
Do you work for different areas on your work? I mean, do you leader different areas?
Exactly, because I have been doing many things whole of my life. Uh, okay, because of my engineering background, I supposed to start my job as a engineer in the construction area. But along the way, I learn more and more. I learn manage business management. I also have the degree in law in the college of law, and I combine all things together. And then I love teaching. Actually, I was invited from some university to share my ideas to the students as visiting lecturers in some university long times ago. That is like
Yeah.
the different path, career path, but it's very close to engineering, like a lecturer, give the knowledge to students. And nowadays, what I'm doing, I share my experience to people who love English, who love learning English. I write a column in some English magazine about the construction
Yeah.
management. I share my past experience. I transfer to young generation about my experience construction management as a columnist in magazine. Yeah, and nowadays I run my own business, different completely from construction. It is about the food business. Healthy food business is my present business. So I'm so happy working in every times on my life.
Yeah.
Now enjoying playing with my new business about the food. I have a very good chance to talk and share my idea to people around the world when I go on a trade show.
Yes, that's good. That's what I'm always really like to see people sharing their knowledge about English, about different language, and
Yeah,
that's why I'm learning. and also learning with different people. And people are
Yeah.
always teaching me. People are always passing me the knowledge,
Hmm.
man, about English, the understanding, and that's very, very
Yeah.
cool. Teacher
Hello, Teacher
Chin is
Tim.
here.
He's just coming because he's supposed to go somewhere with his wife this morning,
Yeah.
and now yeah, he
Yesterday,
create his time. Yeah.
yesterday I was talking to Hajiv from India, and
Rajiv, yeah, he's a
there was
very
a very,
great Indian gentleman.
yeah, there was a very good conversation as well. I enjoyed very,
Exactly.
very much. And so
Mm-hmm.
that's it all. It was a pleasure talking to you. I was trying to connect it
Yeah, me too.
to the other person here by
Yeah,
video. We
thank
have
you. And
Paola, Maria, Lee, Nata. Was a pleasure. I'm always
yeah,
learning
thank
with
you
you,
for
with
sharing.
Peter Chin. And
Yeah,
we are here. God bless you.
yeah.
Thanks for everything.
Okay, you most welcome and talk later next time. So, good night and enjoy with your families. And I wish you enjoy your trip with your family last times. Yeah, good luck.
Oh,
See
thank
you.
you very much.
Bye.
See you. Bye.
สวัสดีครับ
Wow, it was a very good conversation. Yes. Is there anybody here? Hello, Professor Chin, Teacher Chin. How are you doing? Great, great time here. Let's see. Let's see. Who want to talk to me? I really, really want to learn about in a specific topic, which I was talking to the people here and from India, and I want to learn about that topics in English. And let me see. Let me see here. Wonderful. Thank you for creating time to share and have other passionate pioneers share with you. Thank you very much, Professor Chen. Yes, it's a great action here. Sa Sanata, no problem. I'm sorry. Uh, you're at work. Yes, you have to work. We all have to work. Keep up with this. Teacher Chen, hello. Let's talk, please. Let's put myself on Horizon. Hello.
Hello,
What's up?
how are you?
I'm very, very good. And you?
Yeah, very well, thanks. Today is
Great.
my weekend, then I can live with you.
Right, that's good. Are you at
Yeah,
home right now?
yeah, at home.
Yeah, your
How
home
how
looks
how
beautiful.
did you improve your English?
Well, you was using so many ways.
Where is she? I don't know what happened. The connection was broken. My connection is not good. No problem. Let's try again. Let's try again. Oh yeah, Super Mom Anung had a question. How did you improve your English? Yes, I have worked with English, doing a lot of listen every day. Yes, I have videos and podcasts, and when I woke up, I it's like I'm having my breakfast with a headphone and listen in the morning, and after that I'm trying to speak a little bit, but just a bit. But actually, I'm do a lot of listen every day. I'm always listen. I'm always listen, and getting a lot of feedbacks. And yes, a lot of deep in listen. Thanks, Tito Chin. And when I do it, I can understand better. I can speak better and properly as well. But there's something very funny which I want to share with you guys right now. It's consists in an action which I do very often, eh, which is when I'm alone, when I'm on my own, walking on the street or working on the ship or even on the bathroom or uh, on the supermarket and in everywhere. I'm trying to speak to my mind and trying to make uh, try to say and to speak everything that is in my mind. It's like when I'm walking on the street, I can see the car and I can see everything around me, and at the same time I can see I'm trying to say everything I'm seeing. Like oh, now I'm walking on the street and I can see so many cars on the street passing from me, passing by me, right? And also I can see a blue sky, and I can see so many people walking, and so many people always running here and there, so many people in and out on the store, and or for example, when I was on the bus last week, I was making a narrative of everything I'm seeing around me. Oh, now I'm sit down on the bus and I can see lots of people around me, and out of the bus I can see so many cars, and I can see the driver, and I can see the seat belt, and I'm trying to do it very often. And the people that are around me,
people that are around me are are listening to me. Hello?
Hello?
Hello again.
Yeah,
Did you
I
listen
hope
to?
that is. Yeah, I'm listening. I'm
Yeah,
listening. I'm watching.
yes. You asked me how I improve my English.
Yeah. Hello, Devon. Nice to
Yeah.
have you here.
Yes, we have so many people here. Deep Woods,
Yeah.
Chen Lakoff is our teacher. Oh, good. That's what I mean. Let's try. Wow. But wow, he's back.
She's back. Yeah, I'm back. I would like to talk.
Yes, that's pretty amazing here. Being here is amazing. Yes,
Yeah.
I was speak to you how I learn it, how I do to learn English or to improve my English every day. It's like using my imagination when I'm walking on the street. Um,
Right.
everything I can see, I'm trying to speak. Like I can see the car, I can see the blue sky, and so many people
Yeah.
around you. And now I'm walking, and I'm trying to make a narrative, and that's make
Yeah.
me feel more
The
confident.
same. The same like me. When I because in my place nobody speak English. That's why I have to go on Facebook and YouTube and listen to music. Yeah, and talk and speak with a lot of friends on Facebook
Yes,
only. Yeah, not in my place.
yes, that's one of the best ways of improving in language, improving the skills, is talking to so many people, come from different places all over the world,
Yeah, around the
different
world.
accents, different accents, different uh, experience. That's good. And how long have you studied English for?
With when I was young, I start learn English, but uh, at primary school, at high school, university, I cannot speak English. But now I just learning English on Facebook about 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. The same. I'm studying English for 2 and almost 3 years as well. And English is pretty amazing for me. I want to learn a new language besides English, like Spanish.
Yeah.
I want to learn. I wanted to learn Spanish because it's very similar to Portuguese, to Brazilian language.
Mhm. Another language that you use for your work, your job, or what for
If I-
that you use
Just,
another
I
language?
think it's just. I want to learn a new language, but in my work I use only English and Portuguese. Portuguese, which is Brazilian language,
Right.
right? How is your city? Tell me a little bit. How is your city?
Then my city.
Yes,
I'm from Thailand. Yeah, I'm from
Thailand.
Thailand. Teacher Pipat is from Thailand. Sunantai is from Thailand. We are Thai. Yeah.
Yes. My city, my city is quite good. It's not a big city; it's a small city, but it's a very good city, a very happy city. We can find so many friendly people here, and we are always doing something. When I'm in
Where
my day
where do
off,
you live in Brazil? Where do you live
uh,
in Brazil?
north, north there. The name of my city in Brazil is Macapá. It's
Macapá.
situated, it's situated in a very entrance of Amazon River.
I have
Do
the
you
first
know
friend from Brazil. He live in Sao Paulo.
São Paulo? Yeah, São Paulo is a big, big city. Yes, the big capital. And I have some friends also and some relatives in São Paulo, but it's very far from here.
Yeah.
Uh, you can go to São Paulo using
Mhm.
by bus, but people are travel to São Paulo more often by fly.
Yeah. Now I have a friend. He is a teacher of English from Brazil. He live in London, and then he back
London.
to Brazil already. Yeah. His his English is very well.
Wow.
Accent like a native speaker. Yeah.
Yes. I need. I'm passing for a challenge right now. I'm trying to find an English school to give me an English certificate, but I know I have to study for a while, and I have to study also for a for a long time. I think 1 or 2 years to get an English certificate and
Yeah.
to change the company. Yes, because I work in a company and our company is good, but I also want to change to the other company to a biggest company to a bigger company. I'm
Yeah.
sorry,
Yeah.
and I need an English certificate, and I don't have any.
Yeah. But at the first time that I watching you live with teacher Kim, your English is so good. I think maybe better than me.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, I don't know. I'm always making mistake, but I know mistakes are normal, right? In every
Yeah.
kind of language, mistakes are normal. If you are learning a new language, a second language, mistakes are normal. And but I also know we have to fix it. We have to learn it
Mhm.
better. The more you practice, the more you learn. The more you practice, the more you get perfect. And uh, I speak English, but I want to speak good, step by step, day by day. And my dream is to spend a little bit of time in the other country, like London or Canada or the United States.
Yeah.
It's a dream of me.
Right. Yeah. I'm follow some page of English. He is from Canada. Yeah, it's his accent is very easy to listen. I like it too.
Yeah. I'm fascinated by Teacher Chen method of learning English, of teaching English. When Teacher Chen is on a Facebook Live, I'm always watching him and the way he is trying to explain, the way he is teaching us is 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 good and quite good because he's not a boring teacher. He's a very good
Yeah,
fun
right.
teacher. And the way he's teaching us is different and is excellent. And congratulations, Professor Chen. Yes. Travel in bigger picture, innovative English of global. Okay. Professor Ching are available now for calling.
Okay.
Let's see.
Would you like to talk with teacher Tim?
Let me see if he's available now. I'm trying to.
Yeah, available.
Yeah, it's available. Let's go, teacher. Let me try to talk to him. So it was a
Okay.
pleasure, Nang.
Okay,
It
nice
was
to talk with you.
nice. It was
Yeah.
nice.
Thank you so much. See you next
Thank.
time.
See you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Uh, I don't know what happened. I'm trying to connect Professor Tin here, but I don't know what happened. Well, oh God. Facebook is a problem. I'm sorry, Professor. I'm trying to put you on the call. I don't know what happened. Just a minute. Let me try. Well, come to join with us, Teacher Chin. I don't know. I can't receive. Oh God. Why, Teacher Chin? Well, I don't know. Teacher Chin, make sure your phone is on horizontal. Oh, I'm sorry. I cannot connect Professor Chin. Well,
Okay, let me finish it. It was a pleasure. Bye bye. Go back to the vertical position with your broadcast. Cell phone. Okay. Let me try again.